Hi, welcome to Red's Thinking, where football meets finance and governance and the noise gets explained, I hope. Today we're going to be looking at VAR debate. Should we keep? Should we scrap? There's always been noise about scrapping VAR, but lately it just feels it's getting louder, especially as emotions run high at the business end of the season, which we are on now. The West Ham disallowed goal the other day, big call. The Madison penalty shout for Spurs, another big call. These are big calls, big emotions, but let's slow down, because removing VAR won't take football forward, and it certainly won't take refereeing forward. It takes the game straight back to the stone age, in my opinion. Let's have a quick look at history. Let's start with the big one. Maradona's hand of God in Mexico 86, a moment that scarred a generation. And you can't blame Maradona. He was just doing his job. His job was to help Argentina win, which he did. The officials, on the other hand, they failed, and majorly. Simple as they should have spotted that, given it, and then the game would have been different. History would have been different. Another one, Thierry Henry's handball against Ireland in 2009, a moment that crushed a nation's World Cup dream. You don't mind losing as long as it's fair. Beck's red card against Argentina in '98. Come on, that is never in a billion, trillion, quadrillion years a red card. Unacceptable. The amount of stick he got for that injustice was unreal. Let's put this one in. Michael Ball stamping on a mighty Cristiano Ronaldo in 2007 during the derby. Missed completely during the game. Got picked up afterwards, retrospective punishment, which was great. However, the issue with this one is that kids will see it, they'll copy it, they think it's okay to do it during the game. It's not acceptable. These ain't small errors. These are career-defining, tournament-defining, history-defining mistakes. And without VAR, they will happen again, again, and again, and again. Now, VAR is not perfect. That's not what I'm saying. No, far from it. But decision accuracy has improved. The problem isn't the technology, it's the application, the interpretation, and the big one, the consistency. And here's something that nobody talks about. The Premier League has only got 20 to 22 select Group 1 referees. That's the entire pool. 20 odd refs to cover 10 Premier League games every weekend, plus midweek games, plus FA Cup ties, plus Carabao Cup ties, plus European games, plus international duties. Come on, the workload is enormous, the pressure is relentless, and the margin for error is tiny. Scrapping VAR won't help them. It would leave them carrying more risk, under more pressure, with less support, and expose them to even harsher criticism in the age of social media. Imagine getting like a hand of God gold type of situation in this day and age. You'd be headlines, you'd be making headlines around the world in seconds. If you think that the pressure isn't real, remember Anders Frisk, one of Europe's top referees, who quit in 2005 after receiving serious death threats directed at him and his family. For fuck's sake, ended up under police protection for a while. That's the reality referees live in. It's not pleasant. I generally believe the standard of refereeing has gone up because of VAR, but expectations have also gone up too. Fans expect more, players expect more, managers expect more, and that's a good thing. It drives improvement. So what needs fixing? We need more elite referees, 20 to 22 referees. That doesn't feel enough to me. They need more training through continuous professional development. Whether that's weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever it takes, that needs to be put in place. We need proper feedback loops after every game, and crucially, this needs to be resourced properly. More money, more people. The FA's refereeing strategy from 23 to 26 says investment will be doubled. Great, but double from what? 10 quid, 20 quid, 100, 1,000, a million? Yeah, it's not reported anywhere. There's a lack of transparency in this space. What is exactly the strategy doing? How will it be achieved? I'd think of bringing someone like Pierluigi Collina as a consultant for a while, the greatest referee ever, bring in experience, bring in accountability, and ask the hard question, is the PGMOL being given what it needs to keep improving? Do they have the right strategy in place? Do they have the right leadership in place? Ponders. This is your moment. These are the questions you have to be like asking, investigating, analyzing, whatever. And yes, some rules need revisiting. Offside by a toenail. That's not in the spirit of the game. The daylight rule is being discussed. Maybe it helps. Maybe it doesn't. Time will tell if it comes in. But that's a laws of the game issue, not a VAR issue. Here's the bottom line. VAR is a tool, a really good one, but tools only work when people using them are trained, supported, and held to a high standard. Scrapping VAR doesn't solve anything. It just reopens the door to the exact same injustice we spent decades complaining about, and would discourage people from becoming referees, because who wants to be the official who misses the hand of God moment in 2026? No one. And one last thing, pundits, your words carry weight. Recognize that. When you call for VAR to be scrapped, millions listen. Emotion is part of the game, but so is responsibility. You have responsibility. You have the platform and the resources to drive positive change. Criticize the process, demand improvements, absolutely, but don't drag the game backwards. Football doesn't need less support for referees, it needs more. Scrapping VAR isn't a progress, it's surrender. Okay, recognize that. Final four. This would be what I would be doing. I'll be keeping VAR. I'll be improving VAR. Don't take the game back to the Stone Age. Ponders, this is your moment. Okay, do the right thing. I hope you enjoyed that. Please subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you next time. Ciao.